We're a bit sad that we didn't get any new codex in Super Smash Bros. Ultimate, but what could be in the future? Block content. What's happening, my Blocked buddies, and welcome to a brand new episode of Blocked Content. My name is Callum, and this is going to be your content for today. I love the Codex, and as you guys know, here on Blocked Content, that's basically our recipe, right? The Snake Codex series is our own, and we love it. New episodes are being written and animated as we speak. I can't wait to bring them out because there's a lot of surprises in there and a lot of fan favorites that finally get their Snake Codex. However, I wanted to talk about the possibilities of new Snake Codex coming to Smash Bros. Maybe not Ultimate, maybe in the future, and new ideas that could be incorporated from other character series that could function as sort of a Palutena's Guidance or Snake Codex. I've heard a lot of ideas from you guys in the comments, and I'm ready to kind of talk about them. For you guys who like giveaways, we are of course giving away a Piranha Plant plushie. It's really cute. You can puppeteer the thing, subscribe to Blocked Content, and comment down below to enter for the giveaway. And of course, guys, Plant Gang, hashtag Plant Boys. All right, we're back here with Super Smash Bros. Codex. Now, I love that they brought back the Codex, but it felt a little bit empty, and the reason that it felt empty in Smash Ultimate is because they were just simply copy-pasted from Super Smash Brawl. Some of them didn't even make sense. You know, in some, Otacon would even say, "Can you believe that Sonic's back in Brawl?" "I don't know, Otacon. This is Ultimate." So I don't really know. That didn't make all that much sense to me, and that was a little bit simple of Nintendo to kind of go that route. I would have, even preferred them not being in the game, kind of like, giving them that closure for Brawl. It feels weird that we have them in the game. I know it's a big deal to fans, but it's also really difficult to get all these prolific voice actors to get back in the booth to record things for Super Smash Bros. I know that David Hayter was ready to play ball, and all around he was saying, yeah, I've not been contacted by Nintendo, I really have not been in a studio. If they are using Snake in the new game, they're using voice clips from the thing, that I recorded for Brawl, which was of course completely the case, and of course was a little bit sad because I feel like David Hayter would really be up to play Snake again. And there's so many voice actors that they have to get permission for to get, and of course have to go through Konami to get it. So it was never really going to happen for Smash Bros. Ultimate. The Metal Gear series is in sort of a weird place right now with Kojima having his own new studio, not being involved anymore with Konami and the Metal Gear franchise, and then of course having that weird Survive game, and now the future is a little bit uncertain. Maybe at E3 we'll get some more Snake, and maybe we'll get some more Metal Gear, but I don't really feel like it's in the future soon at all. That's a bit scary to me, but I feel like Smash Brothers and Sakurai, they've done a great job bringing him back, and it must have been very difficult to get Snake back in the game. So I wouldn't expect any codex now or in the future, official ones, because on Blocked Content, of course, we got them coming. You don't have to worry about that. We've got Snake Codex for days. But I thought about ideas that we've kind of played around with here on Blocked Content that could be coming to Super Smash Bros., maybe not Ultimate, and that I want to really kind of think about and talk about. So if you have any cool ideas for your own types of, Palutena's Guidances or Snake Codex or maybe the Star Fox communications, let me know in the comments down below. I might make a video about it in the future and take your ideas and kind of talk about them, throw your comment up on the screen. So let me know in the comments, what is an idea that you are really excited about to bring to Super Smash Bros. In the future? Now, one, of course, is the Wario prank call series. We had that on the channel. If there's a lot of fan demand, we could, of course, bring it back. We had a lot of fun with that because Wario is such a fun character. He is not necessarily evil, but he's a little bit mischievous. He doesn't understand a couple of social clues, and I feel like he is just fun in a really raunchy sense, and he makes fun of people. Sometimes he makes fun of himself without him knowing it, and Wario's prank calls would just be Wario kind of calling people up like he does in, of course, the new WarioWare Gold game. And that's just such a great art style. I loved animating Wario in that style and giving him a whole lot of new expressions that he didn't have in that game. So I feel like Nintendo would do, Charles Martinet good to get in the booth and record a whole lot of Wario dialogue, because it did great in that game. I love the guy. So just give him his due, because Wario needs a voice a lot more. So I thought about Animal Crossing as a franchise too. that we can kind of bring to Smash Brothers in a bigger way. We had actually Resetti, Mr. Resetti in Super Smash Bros. Brawl as an assist trophy that kind of talked, hey, what are you doing here, with a big text bubble. I feel like it would be really fun to bring Isabelle into the fold with that kind of a mold, or maybe not even that character, but characters very similar to that. Maybe Tom Nook or something that would just talk, maybe if you're in an Animal Crossing stage and either Villager or Isabelle does a taunt or something like that, then that would pop up and he would give you advice on, how to buy your house or, be angry at you for not getting your mortgage or something like that. I feel like that would be a world that would be very easy to add because it's just sound effects and typing things. And of course, the Nintendo Treehouse loves typing their things, so I think that if we add something from the Animal Crossing franchise, it's going to be a lot easier. You don't have to, hire voice actors for every single language, get them to the studio and stuff like that. It would just be simple. You type the text, and that's basically a whole character. You can even introduce different characters, so they would be at random. If you do the taunt, you might get one conversation or another conversation. That would be a lot of fun. Maybe the conversations will end, and they will even present you with something fun. Maybe you can even get like food items or stuff like that. That I think is a really fun, nice little ability to that. One thing that I would love them to add is to give Samus more of a voice, and that is with kind of a Samus analysis idea, where she would basically kind of scan the environment. If you're Samus or Zero Suit or maybe even Dark Samus, I don't know, in a stage and you would taunt, it would be like a Metroid-inspired stage where this would work, then it would analyze the target. That's Mario, something like that, the plumber from another universe, the Mushroom Kingdom, and then talk about, of course, what he's been through, how powerful he is, what kind of moves he has, and what his history is, because, of course, Samus analyzes her opponents before engaging in a big fight, and I feel like that would give Samus a whole lot more personality within Smash Brothers, and I think that Samus really deserves that. I feel like Zero Suit Samus is a character that didn't really get her dues all that much. It's mostly about how the character looks and kind of the moves that are too overpowered with the character. I feel like we need some personality in there, so get the voice actress and do a whole lot of lines about every single character in Smash Brothers. And of course, if we don't do Ultimate, which is every character in Smash Brothers history and existence, but if we just have a new roster, a new game with maybe a smaller, more focused roster, that would make a whole lot more sense to have. And I feel like the unique voice that Samus has, which is a little bit stoic and a little bit, very much detail-oriented, I think would fit very well. I know that she has this very great mother sensibility, right, with the baby Metroid and everything, so that could come back to the cuter kind of characters, maybe like Jigglypuff. This looks like a Metroid or something like that. I think would be really interesting and really fun to kind of, hang around with. And another idea that I would totally love, and I've seen you guys comment this, and I know that we might even have, a new series here for Block Content, would be a Pokédex. So basically a Pokemon stage, maybe a stadium kind of stage, where you taunt as any of the Pokemon, and then the Pokédex voice kind of pops up, that we know from the anime, and kind of talks about what kind of an opponent that you're facing. Ryu, the Street Fighter Pokemon. This is not a Pokemon. This is a human that fights. Watch out for his Hadouken move. It's extremely powerful, or something like that. I feel like the nature of just a robotic voice talking about all these characters would be so much fun. You could kind of make some jokes, and these could be really, really short. It would be an interesting Easter egg, kind of like what we have with the Little Mech Punch-Out ring, right? That is just a little bit of text for every single character that can make you laugh. And I feel like if they do that with a Pokédex, they have a lot of fans on their side because, yeah, they're bringing in something from the anime, and it's also great when they are doing stuff like that within Smash Brothers as a franchise. We even got Ash as a trophy in Melee, which is crazy, Misty even. So I feel like that could definitely serve the fan base well if we bring in a whole lot of new stuff. Now, in terms of codex, in terms of Palutena guidances, I would say that Palutena's guidance is something that we're going to be having in a lot of Smash games to come. I feel like Sakurai regards Kirby as his little baby, but maybe Kid Icarus even more so, just because that game has a lot more, outspoken personality than the Kirby series has in terms of voice acting, and I feel like that would be right at home with any Smash game. Maybe Palutena and Dark Pit won't make it to the next Smash game if they do a little bit more of a focused roster, but I am sure that Pit will make it to the next game, which means that Palutena's guidances would probably be in too. I would love it if they, keep voice actors and don't replace them every single game. It's really difficult to kind of get that same vibe, get that same feeling going if it continues to be different actors. So I would love them to stick with the cast, and that wouldn't be too hard. I don't think the voice cast would have a big problem with staying on a project like Super Smash Bros. It's not something that you kind of easily walk away from. So I want to know from you guys in the comments, what are some ideas? So we had the Wario prank calls, we had Pokédex, we had Samus Analysis, we had Animal Crossing, we're of course having Snake Codex, and the Palutena's Guidance. I know you guys are waiting for that Piranha Plants Potty Mouth series, which is in development in a really special way that I can't talk about it yet. But it's not animated by me, by someone else, and that someone is going to make you guys very happy. Anyway, guys, thank you so much for watching. Remember, if you're not yet a member of the Blocked Content family yet, click the subscribe button, hit the bell for notifications, and all the news and fun that you care about will be delivered daily to you. So thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you guys around the corner where there's always more Blocked Content. See ya.